What's cooking today in the Welcome Home Kitchen? I am so glad that you joined us today because I have a couple of wonderful guests that you are going to love because we're going to be cooking something healthy, something good for you, something from God's great ocean, and we have the owners of Something Fishy. What a name, guys.
Yes.
Terrence and Patrice Phillips. Thank you so much for being here with us today. How did you come up with Something Fishy?
Well, it was actually just a brainstorm. We were all in our living room one day, and actually our daughter's boyfriend came up with the name.
How about that?
He came up with it, and he said it out loud, and it stuck. So
and it's Something Fishy we're going to be doing today,
right? It is.
Okay, you guys have been married for how long, Patrice?
23 years.
23 years, and the restaurant's been around for how long?
1 year and a month.
1 year and a month. It's located in?
Apopka.
Apopka,
Yep.
Very good. All right, Terrence, what are we fixing today?
Okay, so we're going to make a super lump crab cake today. That's
Yum, love
one
it.
of our main dishes that we have at Something Fishy. We only use super lump crab meat or better, and we're going to just whip it up together real quick and put it together.
Let's do it.
So here's your crab meat that you take. You have your crab meat already with you.
About a pound of crab meat?
About a pound of crab meat. I'm going to put the oil in the pan just to get a little warmed up and ready to go.
Okay, vegetable oil, canola, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Vegetable or canola oil, that's all fine. So what we want to do is add 2 ounces of breadcrumbs.
Okay.
You can use any type of breadcrumbs. I don't use a seasoned breadcrumb, but you can use any type of breadcrumbs if you want. And after you add the breadcrumbs, you want to add a little seafood seasoning, just to taste, just to flavor. And then you want to fluff the crab cake. You really don't want to mush it and bind it together, or manhandle it, as my wife says I usually do. So you're just going to roughly do it like this.
Okay,
just
gently.
to get gently, just to mix it all together. To get it all mixed together, and it should have a nice texture, and you'll feel it in your hand that all of the breadcrumbs are mixed together in a good proportion. So I'm going to use my little handy rag here that I have. And then now you've got your dry, and now you need to put your wet together.
Okay.
So in a separate bowl, we need to take a little mayonnaise. I'm just going to put that there.
Now I'm going to ask you a question,
Yes.
Terrence, and you don't have to tell me the right answer if you don't want to, but I always use light mayonnaise. Do you use light mayonnaise or the real thing?
Now we have to use a heavy mayonnaise.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
So we
That's
use
all right.
Some mayonnaise, we need 2 eggs.
Heavy eggs, love
Heavy
it.
eggs.
This is why it's good.
This is why it's
because you
good.
use the right stuff.
Some Tabasco, just about a tablespoon,
Okay.
and some Worcestershire.
Okay. A little spicy.
I always tell people that come into the restaurant, we are their cheat restaurant.
Yes.
So they can eat all the stuff that we have.
That's right,
here.
that's
it's only every now and then, once or twice a week.
Exactly.
So don't hold back.
And the seafood part of it is really good for you anyway. We're supposed to be eating more fish and natural things out of the ocean. And, of course, crab meat. I love crab meat.
Right.
Love me some crab cakes.
So you're just going to whisk this
looking good.
until it's no longer lumpy. It's thinned out.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to add about 2 ounces of that to the actual crab meat. So that's good. If you could take that from me, babe.
You got it?
Okay.
And then you're going to add this to the crab meat. It's probably going to be about half what we have here. And
I'll take
that as well.
You're going to do your little thing again.
And we're going to do that
Gently
again.
massaging the crab meat. Crab meat's happy.
Yes, it is. So you're getting all the flavor of the crab and all the flavor of your seasonings, the Worcestershire and the Tabasco.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Looking good.
Yeah. And I think the key to our crab cake is that we don't use a lot of filler.
Yes.
Because sometimes you'll get a crab cake and it'll taste like breadcrumbs.
Well, you have 2 pieces of crab meat. This is going to be a ton. This is all crab.
This is
all crab meat. Okay.
It's all crab.
So now what we do is about a 6-ounce crab cake that we boil together. Now, I may need to add a little more breading to this. I may not have put enough in. If you want to put some of that.
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, I always like to help. You tell me when.
That is good.
All right.
Okay.
Because you want it to stay together, otherwise it'll be
you
falling
need some
apart.
binding to it. There has to be some binding to the crab cake.
But honestly, that's why I wondered when you first put it in there, Terrence. I said, that's not a lot of breadcrumbs. It's going to be all crab meat.
It's all crab meat.
I love that.
It's all crab meat.
Okay.
So now you just take it, and we're going to put it in a nice little, like a hockey puck, I guess, together. And it's kind of messy, but we always do this in the back, so most people
Nobody
sees this generally.
And you washed your hands probably yesterday or day
I always
before,
tell people my hands are probably cleaner than your doctor's.
Exactly.
So then we're just going to put that on there.
Oh, and you're not smushing it down very much either.
No, I'm not going to push it down at all.
Okay.
Because that's going to compress it together, and it compresses together when it goes in the oven. Comes down.
You're going to put that in the oven after you brown it.
We're going to finish in the oven as we brown it.
Okay. And that was what again? That was
just like an Old Bay
the
type
seasoning.
seasoning.
Right, okay. All right.
We can take that,
take that.
put that. So, and now we have, you know, a great little Teflon pan, of course, and just get some seasoning to it.
Oh, and it smells so good.
Smells good. And give it about a minute or so.
A minute on each side?
A minute on each side, and we're going to flip it over.
See, it starts to brown
Okay.
already.
Starts to brown.
Okay.
Let me just throw it in
I
the
don't
oven.
know how you not smush it. I would
You
be
want
doing
to.
that with
You
a
want to.
You want to badly,
want
right?
to.
But the crab meat is already cooked for
It's
one
already
thing.
cooked for one
right?
thing. You just
Okay.
have to get the eggs to the proper temperature.
Okay.
Or
So about a
160.
minute on each side, and then you put it in the
And
oven
then we're going to
for.
put it in the oven for about 6 minutes.
Okay. And then voila, through the magic of television, we're going to have a finished product, right?
Right.
Yep.
We have a finished product.
That somebody is going to want to be tasting.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Of course. So I'm going
Oh,
to
that
take
looks
this
yummy.
plate here.
And
And
these dishes are Terry's grandmother's dishes.
Oh, and you use these in the shop?
No, we use these at home.
This is just for me.
This is
Yeah, just for you.
Thank you.
Just for you.
How
Yeah.
sweet.
So that's one of our normal crab
that's
cakes.
Beautiful.
That's how it looks. We're going to finish it off normally with a little, let me make sure that's coming out properly.
Okay.
Little cilantro.
Oh, lovely. Lovely,
Cilantro
lovely.
aioli. And that's,
That's all right.
Yeah, that's how it looks
okay.
at the restaurant.
That's
too.
how it looks at the
Exactly
restaurant.
like that.
That is beautiful, Terrence. May I?
Yes, you may.
All right, let's see how it goes. I know it. Oh, my goodness. Well, on a bed of lettuce. This is hot. This is
Yes.
straight out of the oven. It's
Yes.
not going to burn me, right?
Blow on it a little.
Blow, yeah, make sure it doesn't burn you.
Well, everything that we cook,
Oh, my goodness.
when we bring it out,
It's so good.
It's hot.
Thank you. Thank you. Everything's cooked to order at Something Fishy, so we're not really fast food. We're kind of a fast casual. So we want people to come in, sit down, have a conversation, you know, and have some good food.
Honestly, is one of, if not the best crab cakes I have ever had.
Thank
and
you.
I am not exaggerating. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for making that for us.
Thank you.
Something Fishy in Apopka. If you want more information on their restaurant, you can go to that website that's on your screen right now. We're so appreciative of this, and the recipe will be up on our Facebook page if you want that as well. So thanks again, Terrence and Patrice Phillips, for being here with us
Thanks for
today.
having
God
us.
bless.
God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much.